What's up guys, Todd Kelly, Shuswap Outdoors, and today we're talking the Scarpa Manta Techs. So I've had the boots for about a year and a half now, and I thought it was a good point to give an update video on my thoughts of the boots. And no surprise, I love Scarpa boots. My experience, if you've seen my other videos with Scarpa, has been fantastic. They're well built, tough, thought out features, and the Manta Tech is no different. Just the top quality, best boots you're gonna get out there. They're gonna be super durable. Just a fantastic boot. The rubber rand has held up really well. The glue hasn't let go anywhere. The TPU rand in the back has been really durable as well. Doesn't show any signs of wear compared to the rubber. The one thing I was worried about with the boots was the transition between the rubber and the TPU, and there's no sign of separation or excess wear at that joint, which is nice. The leather, Pernwagner leather, which is super thick, durable, really waterproof and breathable. The best boot leather out there in my opinion. So I'm not disappointed with that. No signs of wear at all. The synthetic material that they use around the boot and on the tongue, I was worried about. There's a stitch line midway up the boot, and I thought the wear from the laces and walking might cause a problem. There's zero sign of wear in that spot, so nothing you have to worry about. There's actually a little thick material in here as well underneath the synthetic part that prevents the laces from digging into your feet, which is a nice feature. The Gore-Tex has been fantastic. No leaks, no wet feet, really breathable, and it is the insulated version of Gore-Tex, which is 200 grams of insulation. My feet run cold, so I really like the insulation in these boots. Because the breathability is so high in these boots, when I run them in the summertime, early season, my feet don't get soaked from sweat, which I thought they would running an insulated boot. So it's not an issue for myself. If you have hot feet, you're probably not going to want to run these in the summertime or early season. Scarpa does have the chamois boot, which is the full synthetic version of the Manta Tech. So that could be an option for you if you like this cut of the boot and build of a boot, but want something that's not insulated. There is that option out there. The insulation, I really appreciate in the cooler weather. I do notice the warmth of the boots. Before, when I sat down in November, my feet would get cold fairly quickly. I'd have to get up and move around. And I notice with these boots, I can sit for longer and not get cold feet. So I really appreciate the insulation in it. It does work really well. And it's breathable, so your feet don't get soaked with sweat. The sole, Vibram, as you expect with Vibram, super tough, really durable. No excess wear anywhere. I don't wear them on the pavement at all, so that's where you're going to see the most wears. If you were walking on pavement, cement or whatever a fair bit, you're going to get that wear. But out in the woods, in the mountains, great grip on the rocks, even when they're wet. Another thing I was concerned about is this does not have a big heel profile, which I was used to, and I really like a big heel profile for digging in, going downhill. I thought it might be an issue, but the Vibram sole, the tread design works well. I didn't notice it to be a problem or that much of a difference compared to the other Scarpa boot I've had that has a bigger heel on it. Stiffness of the boot, that's one thing guys are always concerned about, is how stiff a boot is. If it's too much boot for the type of terrain that they're in. And I like stiff boots. This is not crazy stiff. I've had stiffer boots. This is, to me, in the middle of the road. I think it's the right stiffness if you're backpack hunting. a lot of times you might not want a crazy stiff boot for your general hiking, but when you get an animal down, you got heavy backpacks, that's when a stiffer boot comes to shine. You don't get foot fatigue in it, you don't get that foot roll, there's not excessive bending in the boot. And let's be honest, we're not in flat ground 99% of the time, so having a stiff boot, even with a light load, side hilling, climbing mountains, going downhill, in the rocks, this is the perfect stiffness in my opinion. I really like this, really impressed with it. The fit of the boot is true to size, lots of room in it. It doesn't really have a narrow toe box, which Scarpa is kind of known for. I find it to be a happy medium. I don't have super wide feet and I don't have really narrow feet as well. So it fits really well. If you have really wide feet, yeah, it's probably not going to work for you. But if you have a normal average foot, it's going to fit really well for you. It's not as narrow as the Scarpa has as a reputation. So really excited about these boots. Been fantastic to run. If you have any questions or comments, throw those on down below. Please hit the thumbs up. That really helps the video get seen by people. And if you like more gear review, fishing, and hunting content, please subscribe. Anyways, thanks for watching.